Dark Souls, a gaming franchise that's been dubbed by many as the hardest of all time.
This is unreal. You barbaric vandals.
From Demon Souls to Dark Souls to Bloodborne, the world has been getting good since 2009. Me personally, I was introduced to the Souls series as a wee boy, got terrified of the Forest of Fallen Giants, then forgot about it altogether until 2019, when me and my brother played Dark Souls Remastered together. Ever since then, I've played all the Souls games and have beaten Dark Souls 1 more times than I can even count. That's why today, I'll be attempting to beat Dark Souls 1 without using armor or shields. After creating my masterpiece, I loaded into the Asylum to start my journey. I said toodaloo to the Asylum demon, then made my way to Oscar before heading up the stairs to face my first boss. There's not much to say. Big weapons, slow movements, and a voluptuous ass. We make easy work of the Asylum demon, then make our way by bird to Lordran before leveling up a mix of strength and vitality because, well, we'll need a lot of that. Finally, I grabbed the weapon we're going to be relying on for a majority of the run, the Zweihander. I parry the hollow before doing parkour to grab the Ring of Sacrifice for later. I grab a soul of a lost undead at the end of the platform before murdering a rat to double that. I make it to Undead Berg with an arrow in my skull before mass leveling strength and asking the undead merchant for a reinforced club. I then grab the gold pine nursing from the chest before defeating a black knight for some extra souls, and hey, a chunk. I get flattened by a flaming barrel, then head up the watchtower to take on the tourist demon. I killed the two hollows at the top before aggroing a boss that took about 15 seconds to put in the ground. I sprint across the bridge and level strength to where I can at last two-hand the Zweihander. I feel a strong enemy presence and sniff out another black knight holding a great sword. He stabs me in my artery, so I make a break for it to the bottom, not long before getting flattened 3 times in a row, then finally take him out with a black firebomb. I arrive at Undead Parish and decide now would be a great time to upgrade my Zwei. I pop all of my consumables, successfully getting my weapon to +2, then take the Firekeeper soul I acquired from this sleeping person to my Firekeeper to boost my Estus. Going into this fight, I was a bit nervous how it would do without any armor, but after numbing my emotions and using one of my pine resins, the gargoyles went down without much sweat. I boned back to the fire, then used the souls the gargoyles gave me to upgrade my Zwei to +5, because who doesn't love damage? I head back to Firelink to grab some free loot, then boogie my way down to Capra Demon. Not before getting my ass beat to dogs and unlocking the shortcut so I don't have to do that god-awful run back again, of course. I go in with spirits high, and Capra Demon immediately reminds me that I'm not allowed to have fun. Okay. I try to go back to get an explanation why before deciding he needed a stern talking to. Or rather, a good old whooping. After a draining argument, I unlocked a depths and snagged a large ember before realizing the hard way I wasn't ready to be here quite yet. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, you fucking know the stupid fucking hollow! No way he fucking runs over there, dude. Oh my god, what a fucking loser. After my untimely demise, I decided to take a detour back to the Undead Asylum where I trade with bird eggs to get purging stones and the rare Ring of Sacrifice. I run into our old friend Oscar and put him to rest once and for all. Rest in peace. I mourn Oscar's death, then make my way back to my old cell to grab the peculiar doll, but of course I had to take out a black knight first. Anywho, I grabbed the damn doll, then decided to take on the stray demon who, in my opinion, is my favorite of the copy-paste Asylum demons. I mean, he's literally the only one out of the 3 who gives a slab, so... Enough debate aside, I take out the stray demon with ease, getting my Titanite slab and 20,000 souls, then make my way into everybody's favorite area, Blighttown. While down here, I figured it would be a good idea to kill the slugs who drop large Titanite charges I needed then to upgrade my Zwei. 20 confirmed EKIAs later, and a surprise visit from Maneater Mildred, and it's time to take on the mommy of the underground, Quelaag. This fight wasn't anything special, just swinging at the legs and dodging her pizza sauce, and after some repetition, she goes down. We ring the second bell, then foot it towards Cecil's discharge for an extra 20,000 souls. I gotta admit, I've never fought this guy legit before. After hitting RT or R1 or left click a few times, Cecil goes down, and so does my heart rate. We rest our legs at the bonfire and put all those levels into endurance to be able to swing our Zweihander 3 times consecutively. Then begin the trek all the way out of Blighttown, but not before dying while grabbing the Firekeeper soul. That hiccup and a +2 Estus aside, we upgrade our Zweihander to +8, then make our way to Sen's Fortress, hoping to 2-shot the snakes. I guess that'll do. We make our way through Sen's Fortress, grabbing the Ring of Steel protection while doing so. We do some sick parkour in return for the cage key, then say hello to Andre yet again and ask him to get my Zweihander to +10. He obliges, and with that we head up to the Iron Golem, taking the giant fireballs out on our way there. With our newfound +10 Zweihander, the Iron Golem stands no chance, and we take him down without an ounce of back pain. What the fuck? Hello? What the hell? Hello? Why is he floating? What the fuck? Why is my Iron Golem in the air? Huh? What the hell was that? We make it to Anor Londo, where we upgrade strength, endurance, and vitality, then say good evening to the gargoyle waiting for me. We make our way through Oh no, wait, what? Well, I've used up all my luck, haven't I? We give our thanks to the lords and turn the rotating staircase so we can get the bonfire nice and easy. You gotta be kidding me. After that scare of a fight against another gargoyle, we get our much needed bonfire and push our way through the archers to make it to the next safe spot. I decide to kindle the bonfire for Ornstein and Smo since I was very nervous going into the fight. Timbers shivering, I head into the boss arena and immediately get bitch smacked. Ornstein, come here. How did that hit me? I definitely dodged that shit. Then spend the next 10 minutes missing my swings, getting thrown around by both Ornstein and Smo before quitting out so they didn't get the satisfaction of killing me. I go back for round 2, and this time I'm able to take down Ornstein after trembling in my boots the entire time, and that leaves me with Super Smo. Smo by himself, whether he's buffed or not, is 10 times easier than both of them together, so we take Super Smo down with ease. We grab the Lord Vessel from this comedically large in-scale woman, then make our way to Darkroot Garden, before making a detour to Darkroot Basin to test our luck at the Black Knight Halberd drop, which we didn't get. Disappointed, I had to Moonlight Butterfly to make sure my roll button works and also to jog my patience. After about 90 seconds of dodging imminent danger, the Moonlight Butterfly lands and we're able to one-cycle it. With that, we grab the Watchtower basement key and go left the Moonlight Butterfly to fight Seath. Beautiful parry past me. After some more fighting and our Estus drained, we chat up a talking cat before joining our covenant, then make our way to the 610 walking mushrooms to collect the gold pine resin they drop. Time for Seath. Now, outside of being bad at fighting Seath, leading to her draining all of my Estus, as long as you stick to her underside, after a couple of swings, she goes down with ease. Not even close, Seath. Not even close. With 60,000 souls put into Vitality, I'm confident enough now to stroll back into the depths. After carefully taking out all of the hollows, we make our way to what ended up being my demise last time, the dogs. You were the bane of my existence last time. Go fuck yourself, dude. Yep, patience is virtue, man. Patience is virtue. Bang. We give him a stern beating for inflicting blood loss onto me, then run as fast as we can to the bonfire. Once we're there, we kill a couple rats, kill a couple bigger rats, then run past the biggest rat to slide down this under construction slip and slide to unlock the shortcut to the best boss in the game. In all seriousness, being 30 levels higher than you're supposed to be makes any fight much easier. And Gaping Dragon is no different, going down with that much of a problem. After putting our levels into Vitality, we run down past the Demon Ruins to face the Demon Firesage before coming to the realization that we have yet to place the Lord Vessel. I love wasting my own time, don't I? 5 minutes of irritated running later, and we're ready to take on the third and final clone of the Asylum Demon. Not much to talk about with the Demon Firesage, all three of them have the same exact moveset outside of magic that explodes, and even that is a snooze fest to dodge. With that, the Demon Firesage submits to my Zweihander, and ooh, more vitality. We waste no time taking on the Centipede Demon, but miss his arm about 15 times before he decided to switch it up for me. Holy shit! Oh, what?! Oh. Oh my god. Oh. With the old Charred Ring equipped and Centipede Demon's moveset memorized like the back of my hand, we take him out without much trouble, then make our way to everybody's second favorite area after Blighttown, Lost Izalith. We rest at the bonfire, and get a couple more levels into Vitality, then make the trek to the next bonfire, which is uneventful as always. I then make the third worst run in the game, don't ask me why I know that, taking out Kirk, then homeward bound and pop some consumables so we can level up Vitality not once, but twice. We make the same run again, and this time head through the boss door to make it to Miss Gimmick, Beta Chaos. We break our first weak spot, then quit out to avoid imminent death. We load back in and fuck up some easy parkour, so we do some breathing exercises and make the jump, successfully killing 66% of the boss. We quit out again before deciding to quit out again, then make this pixel perfect jump to seal the deal. With better chaos a thing of the past, we get to 40 vitality, then make our way down to New Londo Ruins, where we run through and end up dying on the ladder, just seconds away from getting the much needed key to the seal. Wanting to get to the second soft cap of vitality before returning to the ruins, we take a detour to Anor Londo where we kill a mimic to get the occult club. We then say hello to the undead merchant and ask for a short bow and some arrows so we can execute Guinevere. With Guinevere boned, we travel to Gwyndolin, where the thing we need to be most scared of is our computer crashing and the fight restarting. We put another level into HP, then skedaddle into the painted world of Ariamis. We check out the cool underground maze they have set up for the residents before learning that outsiders aren't treated too well. After some small talk, they agree to let me pull this cool lever, but I guess I didn't get the memo. We opt into killing the spear-holding blobs for half an hour because I wanted enough souls to reach the vitality hard cap. Oh yeah. Grinded, we apologize beforehand to Priscilla before reluctantly putting an end to her days. I'm sorry, Priscilla. I just have to kill every boss. It's not you. Knowing I can never show my face here again, I plummet at speed so fast it takes me all the way back to Anor Londo. After asking for forgiveness from Oswald, I take my guilt back into Blighttown, where I belong. On a serious note though, while in the painted world, the desire for more iframes grew, so now that I'm back in Lordran, I decide to add to my crimes by murdering Shiva and his guard? What are you doing? Okay. Well, that was easy. Seriously, what was Shiva paying you? Flip ring acquired and equipped, we pop our soul of Smo, then talk to Dom Hall to get an extra 3 gold pine resin before making my way back to New Londo Ruins to try again on unflooding it. A battle with a dozen ghosts later, and we make it to Ingward, who's kind enough to give us the key to the seal, which we can then use to clear out the water blocking our path. Bang. After all that trouble, we homeward bone back to the bonfire, then run down there to obtain the very large ember and kill enough dark race to get enough titanite chunks to upgrade our Zwinehander to plus 15. Ah! Phew! The 4 Kings is a DPS check, and I do a whole bunch of DPS, so as you'd expect, they go down. Oh, I missed. There we go. 2 lords down, 2 to go. We travel back to Anor Londo, then run all the way to the Duke's Archives, breaking a boar's ankles as we go. Seath gives me a warm hug, then it's time to book it to the bottom of the spiral staircase and up the ladder. We call the snake's music taste ass, which he doesn't appreciate, and after some lever turning, we make it to the next bonfire. We break the cankles of the Ristal Golem, then break the clankles of the Ams before Seath makes his grand entrance into the arena. I wonder how much damage we... That's pretty good. Aside from 2 clans making the fight infinitely harder, we take down Seath, then put our levels into dexterity since it makes us do more damage, and I love damage. I forgot to record the absolute slaughter that was the Hydra, which we took down with 7 Estus to spare. Sorry about that one. After murdering the Crystal Golem and chatting with Dusk, we set out to retrieve the broken pendant, which, yeah, it doesn't take that long, it's just a lot of walking. DLC time. Nah, I'm just kidding. I just want to kill the first boss so I can buy Cast Light from Elizabeth and make the Catacombs 10 times easier to navigate. We do more than enough damage to take out the Sanctuary Guardian without much thought, then put the souls we acquired into the spell that I wanted, as well as the Ulasil Ivory Catalyst and Oliver Gold Pine Resin. I then figure out I need 14 intelligence to even use Cast Light, so I consume every one of my boss souls, but I'm still unfortunately 20,000 short. That's no big deal though. Once we kill Pinwheel, we should have enough souls to get there. I zoom past the skeletons, put this hollowed pyromancer out of his misery, then light the first bonfire, the Catacombs. We do some more sick parkour to skip the entire area, then enter the boss door to a laughing stock of a boss. That damage though. There we go. 14 intelligence has been reached. Now we can finally use our Cast Light and navigate the Tomb of the Giants without much issues until we arrive at the next bonfire. We take the loot Patch is planning to rob off my hollowed corpse, then kill Vince and Nico for some free souls. I get revenge on Patches, then continue my path through the Tomb of the Giants until I come up on the final bonfire before the easiest Lord Soul in the game by far, Grave Lord Nito. After using the Divine Club to kill all the skeletons for good, this fight becomes incredibly simple. The AoE he has is easy to get away from, his moveset is slow and gives you more than enough time to dodge, and if you have 50 vitality like I did here, the Toxic is not a big deal whatsoever. That being said, we put Nito into a coffin and dump our souls into Endurance before going back into DLC to actually do it this time. We get absolutely mauled by a giant, then decide the best course of action would be to sprint as fast as I could to Artorias' boss door, which I promptly did. We apply some gold pine resin, then head into the boss room. Am I interrupting something? With 4 Estus, I went in fairly confident, but this fight ended up being very intense. Oh my god, I fucked it. Oh my god, I let him buff? How did I let him buff? Oh, I'm fucked. There's no way, I'm fucked. I have to get this off. Oh, I'm dead. I got it off. Why did he buff again? Holy shit. After having to resort to humanity against Artorias, we defeat him, then put a level into Endurance before pranking Calamite by disappearing on him right before he was about to turn me into fried chicken. One pit stop to Silver Pendant Land and the retrieval of the Crest Key, as well as making it to the bonfire before Manus later, and we can talk to Goth and ask him to hit Calamite with one of his super big arrows so we can fight him fairly. He agrees and we take down a couple dogs before heading into his arena. This fight lasted about 5 whole minutes and drained me of all of my Estus, but I managed to get the job done first try. Oh! With that over with, we put more souls into Endurance, then head to the second last boss we need to fight, which would be Manus, Father of the Abyss. The first attempt goes as expected, with Manus beating my ass until I get sent back to the bonfire. During the second attempt, I get nervous and forget that I need to spam the silver pendant as soon as I see his dark magic, resulting in my death. My third attempt, I didn't notice I was still alive after my poor hotbar management, dying yet again. I was alive? Are you serious? I didn't die? I was silvered? No, don't tell me that. Almost fully tilted at this point, I get the closest I've gotten to beating him before I yet again fuck up my silver pendant usage. Finally, on my 5th attempt, which I thought was the 4th, we get the fucking job done. Bang! Bang! We level up Endurance one last time before heading to the final area of the game. The killing of the first flame. As much as I'd like to say I parried Gwyn and styled on him, he whooped my ass on the first attempt. But on my second attempt, we pulled it off. Fuck you! Fuck you, and now you're stunned, pussy. Bang! Bang! So to answer the question, yes, you can beat Dark Souls while not having armor nor shields. Would I recommend it? No. Did I have fun doing it? Mostly. Will I ever do it again? Not a chance. If you made it to this point, thank you so much for watching the whole video. Dark Souls is my favorite gaming franchise, and I've always wanted to make videos revolving around it. If you'd like to see more challenge runs like this one, let me know down in the comments below and by leaving a like on the video. And with that said, I'm gonna go online with some Stardew Valley. Later, everybody.